Hey guys, this is Tim with Tim Stout and Associates.
And I'm Mckenzie Huddleston.
Hey guys, we're going to talk to you, we're going to do a little video about the 3 biggest things we learned about real estate in 2020. Not exactly real estate lessons, but more of things that we've learned during the process of it. 2020 was a huge year for us. We closed over 300 deals, and that's a ridiculous goal we was able to hit. So we helped 300 families, which is super awesome. We want to talk about 3 things. The topic is who you work with matters. You know, that's our slogan, our tagline. So we want to give you three things that we learned that really supports that. One is clients need guidance. We've both seen that throughout the year. Clients, the market is moving super fast and the clients need guidance. Clients are asking a lot of questions. And with the market moving so fast, they need answers fast. They need what they're asking for, because if you have to wait to ask somebody, then that opportunity could be gone for them. So what have you seen as far as that, clients needing guidance?
Yeah, I mean, we've run into a lot of situations where clients just need advice on whether it's the lending side of things, or especially when there is 2 houses involved where they're selling their house and purchasing one at the same time. There's a lot of logistics involved in that. So yeah, we do see a lot of clients asking questions of like, what's the best thing for me to do? When should I cut my utilities off? Those kind of things. And it's just great to be able to like answer those questions and not say, I'll get back to you.
We did it 300 times just this year. We did over 1,000 deals since you've been on the team.
Yeah.
So we're super experienced. We have the knowledge. So number 2 is the market is moving super fast, and buyer remorse is a big thing. It's not 4 years ago, people could come in and look at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 houses before they make a decision and be able to negotiate. That's not the case right now for the most part. People have to see 1 or 2 houses and make a decision if they want it or not. And then once they get it in escrow and under contract, there's a process of them processing it, and they're like, oh my goodness, I'm getting ready to buy a $300,000 house. This is going to be my house. And sometimes they change their mind. And having an experienced agent allows us to put things in there that protects the client. Talk about some of the things that we put in place to protect them.
Yeah, so we always have contingencies in place for protecting clients. You have your due diligence period for your inspections to just make sure that the house is up to standard for you. And if there's any repairs that you want the seller to address, that it can be done. We also have the financing and appraisal contingencies to make sure that your loan is in order and that the house is going to appraise. And we stay on top of those dates, making sure that, you know, they don't expire, without making sure that all of our ducks are in a row. And, you know, we stay on top of, you know, the lenders and the attorneys to make sure that those dates are met as well. And then due diligence is a big one too. And then obviously the closing date as well. Absolutely. Making sure that we hit the closing date and that there's no delays on that end. So that way it's just a very smooth, flawless transaction as much as possible.
One thing that we with all of our contracts, we have a due diligence period. The due diligence period, if I'm Mckenzie's agent and she just wakes up within this period and is like, I don't like this house, I don't want to buy this house, we can legally cancel the contract and get all of her earnest money back. So that's one thing we do to protect. Number 3, and this one is the most important, that you have to choose a knowledgeable and likable agent. And this is so important because right now, the way this area is growing, we're getting a lot of agents that are coming in from Atlanta and Columbus, and they don't play by the same, I don't want to say rules that we do, but they're not
familiar with this market.
Yeah, exactly. They're not familiar with this market. They're a little rash. They're a little harder to work with. They do not make the process easy for anyone. And it's because of their lack of knowledge. It's not because they're trying to do this. And one thing that my biggest piece of advice for everybody listening is choosing a knowledgeable and likable agent, a local agent. Because when we are dealing with an agent who is bringing in an offer and they were horrible to deal with the previous time, our clients are asking us, because we're getting 3 or 4 offers on these properties, and they're like, Mckenzie, Tim, Anna, what should I do? Tell us about these guys. Tell us about the agents. And we're giving them honest feedback because it's our job to represent them. And a lot of times, even though if it's less money, they're going to choose the agent that's best to work with because they're all over asking price. So they're going to choose the easiest experience. So it's really important you choose a local, knowledgeable expert and not and not go with somebody who's cheaper, somebody who works out of town, because your cousin who works in Atlanta or something like that. You've got to be really mindful of that, because that does make a big difference.
Same goes for lenders too. I feel
Absolutely.
like local lenders make a huge difference too, because we build relationships with people in this area, lenders and agents alike. And so it's very important that when we see an offer come through, it's always comforting, recognizing the names on the contract of, okay, this is the agent, this is the lender. I've dealt with them in the past. I know what to expect with them, and that makes it a lot better for our clients too, to know that there's that extra level of comfort and protection kind of too, because we've built those relationships. So it's kind of an accountability thing, I would say.
And when we're comfortable, it makes the client comfortable. Closing attorneys, we'll get offers and contracts coming through that people want to close in Atlanta or McDonough, and it's a Noonan property with a Noonan a Noonan buyer. So it's really important that you keep these relationships local, not only because we always support local Tim Stout and Associates, but it's important because they know where we're at. They know the market. And with Mckenzie doing 300 houses last year, as far as closing them and being a part of the process, everybody in the process that's locally understands how Mckenzie's and her expectations is, so they stay on top of it, which makes it easier for the clients, which is our entire goal.
Yep.
You got anything else?
No, I mean, I think like we said, just to summarize everything, it's really important to have an agent who can guide you, that is likable and knowledgeable, to work with a lender that's likable and knowledgeable and preferably local to the area, and just having the best representation that you need in this market, because right now it is a crazy hot market and things are moving at a very fast pace. So it's important to have somebody who knows their stuff and can, get the deal done.
Absolutely. It all comes down to who you work with matters. And it's like, you don't have to choose us, but choose a knowledgeable, experienced agent who's doing a lot of business and understands what's going on. And we'll remind you, if you're looking to buy and sell, reach out to us. We'll be happy to help, be happy to talk to you. And remember, who you work with matters, and have a great day.